My name's Joe Keefe, and I'm chair of the board of Women Thrive Worldwide. And it's my pleasure today to welcome you to this morning's annual breakfast to celebrate the 102nd anniversary of International Women's Day. I'm also pleased to report, and very proud of the work we've done, that this happens also to be the 15th anniversary of Women Thrive Worldwide.
Theme for today, Lessons Not Learned, a crisis in girls' education, and we're going to have a fantastic panel coming up very shortly. We mentioned honorary co-chairs as well as the members from the Hill that are going to be here. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing from all of them. It is always, always so exciting. Looking forward to March 8th as we make our way to International Women's Day. And just a little bit of a background as to why we're having discussions like this and why Women Thrive focuses on this. Over the last 15 years, there has been progress. The current challenge, though, of reaching the most vulnerable out-of-school children and youth, it still remains to be a tremendous one. At present, just to give you some numbers around, it's estimated there are 250 million children in the developing world who are in school but failing to acquire basic skills. And of course, that is pointed towards education. And at present, about 120 million children either never make it to school or drop out before reaching just the 4th grade.
For women to be able to keep their families together, they need that education and they need opportunities for economic advancement. And for those of you that work in this field, you know what I know, that sometimes it only takes $150 well spent and well coordinated to make a monumental change in a woman's life.
Now, and the benefits of education, given what we're here to do and talk about today, the benefits of education for girls, well documented. It's in the documentation you have in front of you. It is striking. One, lowered maternal and infant mortality rates, which are so high today. I was just at a UN fellowship, and that was a major topic that we were discussing. 2, increased economic productivity and reduced poverty. 3, delayed sexual activity, improved reproductive health. Just some of the benefits of education of girls early on.
No country has reached sustained economic growth without achieving near universal primary education. And in addition, education empowers women and girls to address conditions of poverty, cultural bias by increasing women's household incomes, delaying the start of sexual activity, reducing infant mortality, increasing women's political participation, spurring economic growth, and delaying marriage. We just simply can't build the world we want without education at the center of our efforts.
We really want you to hear the voices of women and men from the developing world that are doing the work and are there working with kids every single day, and that are educators as well as parents. And this is a truly, truly inspiring group of people. Today, our goal is to really focus on learning. How do we help children really reach their potential to survive and thrive?
First, you really need to, you are providing education. You really are there for a long time. That is, for me, is very, very crucial and important. Because as you all know, you all are educated. Every one of you, at least you had minimum of 16 years as in education. To just give a basic education for girls is not going to be somebody that is going to have impact on economy, impact as empowerment, impact in health, impact as a leadership. So really we have to remember that basic education is not sufficient for girls.
It is very important to make sure that we invest in early childhood education, because here is where there is first step to further education learning. As when you go to Millennium Goals, you'll find that the first priority was given for early childhood education, but it was forgotten, and it comes as the result from the developing country now.
Learn at Creative Associates, you take life as it is, and then you envision that all children around the world deserve. And so wherever it is, you set systems and subsystems that allow the children to go from wherever it is to the next step, to the next.
The years between 11 to 15, the puberty years, are the most critical in a girl's life. Because at that time, her role as her reproductive role and her role as a household help in the house becomes far more important for her family and for the community. And 39 million girls, they drop out of school during this time. So you can imagine what happens. 39 million girls drop out of school. Plans research in 9 countries around the world. What we found out that age 14 is the most critical time. And at this time, the girls drop out either to get married, or they are sexually abused, or they are just left in the house to do the household work. Either the parents are poor, and then they have to decide, should I send my boy or girl to school? And of course, discrimination sets in, and it's the boy who goes to school and not the girl.
The impact for me is that women are transforming, women are speaking for themselves, women are holding jobs, women are in political arena, women are empowered, they are running businesses. Women are there to really lead the country to a progress stage.
And so when I started thinking about, what can we do as young people and how can we contribute, I had a very big trouble getting into school because I didn't have school fees. And I had my local administrator who didn't want to give me the official documents to prove that I'm an orphan so that I could be acknowledged and be allowed to get into class. And I had to miss classes for weeks. I mean, he told me to go to his office 5 Mondays in a row, but he could never sign this paper for me to go to school. And so I thought that was not right. And that's when I started thinking about the Association of Orphans.
If we can join our effort as men to empower women, here is where we can see at the end, all of us, we have the prosper.
Yeah. I really feel great when I think about the young women of Afghanistan, the young people of Burundi, the young people of Tanzania, working with that, it's going to be okay. The world is going to be okay because it's coming over to your hands. So I want to just thank you all so much.